so tonight is the City Council Appointment Subcommittee, or committee, if Tom Peake has his way, for December 4th. We are all here. You sent some minutes from November 20th?
Tonight, yeah.
Yes, I read them. That makes one person who read them.
No, 2 people read them.
And I thought they were fine.
No, he caught something. I forgot that Council Lynch
was here.
attendance. So I will amend such minutes.
Well, he was late. Can we then approve the minutes as amended?
Yes.
Motion?
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I as well, 3-0. Okay. You know, if you come that late to a meeting, it's kind of like you're not here. So.
Looks like you don't say it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, he was here.
Yeah.
There's nobody from the public, so we have a number of reappointments to go through. I have painstakingly, it really wasn't that hard, emailed all the committees for their feedback on all of the folks. So I thought what we could do, since we're here for an hour, what else do we have to do? I'll just go through some of the high points that on each one, and I think we should vote on each one individually instead of as a pack. Just,
Okay.
I don't know why, but that's just what I feel. That's how I feel about it. Okay, so the first one is Jana Tetro
Are you
from,
going to do that tonight too?
what's that?
City Council? You want
Right.
One by one?
No.
Okay.
No, I'll just say that depending on how it all shakes out, you know.
Yeah.
Did you want me to?
No.
Because I can, 3-page Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah.
So Jana, I got 2 responses, and I'll just, for the highlights, she has a great deal of experience in the area of housing, keeps us abreast of housing issues, both local and statewide. Jana is an incredible chair. She's incredibly knowledgeable in the area of affordable and fair housing. She's hardworking and dedicated to the committee. I'll take a motion to approve, I'm sorry, any comment, any discussion?
No, I mean, every single my volunteer is worth a lot of notation, but there are some people that just have incredible expertise in their field, and Jen is one of them.
She absolutely is, I agree. I will take a motion to approve Jana Tetro to Affordable and Fair Housing Partnership 12/31/2022 expiration.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Michael Zerwiak, I did not get any information on, and I don't know him.
I don't know him.
Do you know
either.
him, Joe, at all?
No.
Barnes Aquifer?
No.
I reached out, I think I did, and I didn't get a response. But to your point, absent knowing anything negative, and the fact that he's been on the committee, I'm going to go with that. He's okay in my book, and I will take a motion to approve Michael Zerwiak to the Barnes Aquifer Committee.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Martha Smith, Board of Assessors, and both Martha and David, I got responses from the same person, people. Martha's a longtime licensed general appraiser and a licensed real estate. David is presently the assessor for Hinsdale, Mass, and West Hampton, assistant assessor for West Hampton. Hard pressed to find people with their skill sets, time, and business. They both are diligent and take their duties seriously. David's experience and knowledge is invaluable. Martha knows the values in Easthampton and surrounding towns. My 34 years as a broker brings my, okay, that's about Peter. He's not up for reappointment. Any comments on these two?
Nope.
Okay. Motion to approve Martha Smith and David Zagorski to the Board of Assessors 12/31/2022.
Move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'm going to let Omar make all the motions so I don't have to write it.
Right, it just, cut and paste. Mark Tanner, I did not reach out to anyone because I feel like we have enough experience independently, and the due diligence that he is doing for our city, I'm completely down with, and I think he's doing a great job.
Yeah, he's very approachable and knowledgeable, and I'm impressed.
He's doing a great job. I'll take a motion to approve Mark Tanner as our city attorney with an expiration of 12/31/2020.
So move.
Second.
Sorry, I was reading something.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. The next one is Jay and Dan for the Conservation Commission. Again, I got a lot of responses on this, so they're well liked. Very much dedicated, backbone, and asset to the group with their wealth of knowledge and help. Invaluable members of the commission. Jay has accumulated a lot of experience with the Wetlands Protection Act. Dan's expertise is vital in assessing stormwater proposals that accompany projects. Dan considers a lot of important aspects of a project while reviewing them and remembers what happened in the past. It's been in, again, Massachusetts wetlands. So clearly, these guys know their business. So I feel good about reappointing them.
And who are these comments coming from? This is
Members of the Conservation Commission.
Okay.
I emailed all the boards for these people. I do my job.
I know. I didn't know are they chairs? Are they anybody?
Some are chairs, some are idiots. I probably can look it up, but
What does it matter?
it's whoever responded.
Exactly.
I'll take a motion to approve Jay and Daniel, Conservation Commissioners, 12/31/2022.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, motion passes. Okay, Jane Sakowitz. I also did not reach out to anyone for Jane. She's on the Contributory Retirement Board, 12/31/2022 expiration. I feel as though my interaction, at least with her here, while not in a retirement board role, I get a sense as to her work ethic and things like that. So I did not reach out to anyone on that. So any comments from you guys?
No, I think she's doing a fine job. I think in the past, a lot of times that someone from finance has been on that, but I think with the change and Melissa being gone and what's her name, Jen, being relatively new, I think maybe I think it's still a good appointment.
Yep. And she's been on there.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
I will take a motion to approve Jane Sakowitz, Contributory Retirement Board, 12/31/2022.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Sean Casey. Now, I have met Sean a couple of times. He's a lovely person. This is for the ECA Grants Committee, 12/31/2022. But I will say I got one email, and this is no reflection of Sean. But it says, Sean is great. A fine contributor.
From John? That's fine.
Sean is great. With Sean being great, I'm going to go with that as a mandate.
Yeah.
And look for, if you guys don't have any further, look for a motion for Sean, ECA Grants Committee, 12/31/2022.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Maren Goldstein to the Energy Advisory Committee, the Energy Advisory Commission. Okay, I have one error. He is a valuable member of the committee. I would highly recommend Maren for reappointment to the Energy Committee. He is the longest tenured member of the committee and at times has operated as a committee of one when there were no other members. He's very knowledgeable and has served the city well.
Yes.
So I'll take a motion to approve Maren to the Energy Advisory
So
Committee.
move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I feel like I had information on Beverly and John. I'll have to go back to my notes. I'm certain that I did. So I can add those afterward. I can tell you right now, there were no negative emails
Okay. Good.
on
That's
anyone
good.
across the board. So I feel comfortable. I just want to make sure I didn't override something. Maren, Beverly, John. Yeah, okay, so if you guys are cool with that, I will send you what I have, but like I said, it was all positive. And I'll take a motion to approve Beverly Wodika and John Brunner to the Historical Commission, 12/31/2022.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Stephen Donnelly, Manhan Rail Trail, and Wendy Hammerly of the Manhan Rail Trail. And this is a very brief one. If you don't reappoint both of them, I will never forgive you.
Oh.
Love and kisses, Barb LeBombard. They are vitally important to our committee. Steve is our clerk. Wendy is president of the Friends of the Manhan Rail Trail, as well as an original member of the committee. Steve is also clerk of the Friends of the Manhan Rail Trail. So, apparently, I will not be forgiven if we do not reappoint them. So
Okay.
reason enough for me, I will take a motion to approve Stephen Donnelly and Wendy Hammerly, Manhattan Rail Trail, 12/31.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Do you not want Bob on your
All in
back?
favor?
Yeah.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Yeah, you don't. Beth, Tiffany, Amy, Matt Marsters, Liz Provo, and Keisha Zulo all are up for reappointment to the National Pond Committee. I got 2 responses, I think, or 1 very long response, I can't remember. But essentially, the chair, who now it escapes me who the chair is, but they've been the chair for 31 years,
Wow.
highly recommends all of them. Gary, let's see, how do I, Liz Provo expressed an interest in joining, and she came on the board. So for a long time, it was just the chair and Gary Golis. Then Liz came on board, and she is apparently a
We're
whiz
pretty
at
much doing
fundraising.
it. And they said we're pretty much doing everything within our responsibilities.
Yeah. Liz is great at fundraising. Then Beth, Amy, Elaine, and Keisha, together they formed a wonderful team. Each holds themselves responsible for various tasks, and they deliver. The Winterfest was born and shouldered by this team, who really care for the pond and work tirelessly. Winterfest generates about $10,000 per year and funds the pond's water treatment for weeds in the summer. They simply don't stop investing their time into fundraising. This is why we have been able to provide a $40,000 contribution towards the silt basin projects funded by the CPA. I'm very proud of these ladies and thankful for their continued efforts. This is a great team producing great results. I would concur. That was pretty glowing. So I will take a motion to, any comments?
No?
I'm flying through these, I realize.
Yeah.
It's because I did my homework. I'll take a motion for Beth Tiffany, Amy Marsters, Liz Provo, and Keisha Zulo to the National Pond Committee, 12/31/2022.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? And Chris Cockshaw for Planning Board. This one I had to really consolidate because I think the entire Planning Board responded.
Wow.
And one of the lines from Jim Zarvis was, Chris is one of Easthampton's best and serves with honor and distinction on the Easthampton Planning Board. Somebody else wrote, he's an incredible asset for the Planning Board, is always perceptive and helpful. He's a wealth of technical expertise and experience that is invaluable to the board. He has stormwater management, his ability to communicate with all the other members of the board about various things that come before the board. He's highly respected. He's a big asset. I mean, respectful demeanor, he asks tough questions. If anybody has ever been in a planning board meeting with Chris, all of those things are true. He asks a lot of questions, but he is very thoughtful and professional. So, any other comments?
No?
I'll take a motion to approve Chris Cockshaw to Planning Board, 12/31/2022.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, motion passes. I did not reach out to anyone for Anthony Corella. Anybody know?
I don't know.
Plumbing and gas inspector. I will tell you, side note, possibly a conflict of interest. I believe he approved my current kitchen. So if he's the plumbing inspector,
I will recuse myself.
no, but so that's all I have to go by. Any other? Okay. I'll take a motion to approve Anthony Corella, Plumbing and Gas Inspector, 12/31/2022.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Truth be told, I have no idea if he approved my kitchen. He probably doesn't even do residential. Brian Fink, Register of Voters. This was another one that our clerk had a comment about. But this one was a little different. Brian is very reliable and steady member of my board of registrars. He can always be relied upon to help out with the last day to register office hours. Please reappoint him. Any comments?
No?
Okay, I'll take a motion to approve Brian Fink, Registrar of Voters, 12/31/2022.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Kevin Mulligan, Telecom Advisory Committee, 12/31/2022. Kevin's done a fantastic job as secretary for the committee, taking minutes. He is both practical and personal. He's a clear asset to the committee, and I would strongly recommend in favor of his reappointment. Kevin does a great job for us. He has a no-nonsense demeanor, respects everyone's time, thoughtful, enjoyed working with him.
And that came from who?
That second one, I believe, came from Paul St. Pierre.
Okay.
And the other one came from, I don't remember, but I have it.
Thomas Peak?
No.
Oh.
Nope. I can't remember. Jim Valancourt's not on that, is he?
I don't think so.
No. So Jim responded to everything. He's on like every committee. But I don't
I don't
think,
think Jimmy's there. I don't
no,
think so.
who was it? It was him.
There's the guy on the
From the
Planning
Easthampton
board? Is he also on the
from the
planning board?
media.
From Easthampton media, the guy they
Older
have,
guy.
the short guy.
Oh, Stan.
Yeah.
Stan.
Nope.
No. Okay.
No, I can't remember, but I can go back and get those names for you. I also know Kevin. He's a great guy. He put in my garage door. It's the beauty of living in a small city.
Is everybody working on your?
Yeah, everybody. The entire city is working at my house right now. Oh, God. Any other comments on Kevin?
No.
Okay. I'll take a motion to approve Kevin Mulligan to the Telecom Advisory Committee 12/31/20.
So,
second.
All in favor?
aye.
All right. And then the last one is Frank Picard to the Veterans Council. I got a couple emails today. One is, he's a great representative of the veterans of Easthampton. His presence and thoughtful feedback are instrumental to our success. I'd be glad to have him on the board for another few years. Frank is the go-to guy, I did not know this, the go-to guy on the council for anything dealing with flagpoles. He is instrumental in the acquisition and installation of the new flagpole at Old Township Hall, and more recently, the repair of the flagpole at the Historical Society. So apparently, if you need a flagpole, Frank is your man.
Yeah.
Do you guys know him at all?
Not by name, maybe.
By flagpole?
My flagpole.
That's Frank's. I will take a motion to approve Frank Picard, Veterans Council, 12/31/2022.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And that, my friends, concludes our appointments. We have
To.
2 for next time,
Yep.
and I don't have the agenda in front of me. Yes, I do. We have 2. So 14 days from now is the 18th, so we can do 5:30 on the 18th if it does not conflict with any of your personal lives.
No,
And frankly, it's the 18th, even if it does conflict with your
Where
personal.
is this executive room?
What?
I just think it do business.
Can you stay focused? We're on the short timer. Okay, so 5 o'clock,
5:30.
5:30. Okay. Any other things you'd like to chat about?
Yes. I just
What?
found, I know what you're saying, but I found that last sentence in the description of what appointments does confusing because it's, I think we're in charge of discipline for any city council appointee.
I believe it was verbatim of what's in there now.
I still find it confusing.
Okay, well,
You see what I-
I mean,
you see what I
now
mean?
would be the time to, so the appointment subcommittee is also responsible for any disciplinary proceedings related to the 4 city council appointments.
Okay, so I think you took out the 4.
Okay.
Is that what it is?
Did it make it seem like we're responsible for all of it?
Yeah.
Any discipline,
For any
you
city
come to
council
us.
appointment. And considering technically we appoint any appointment, mayor appointment, whatever we appoint him, then I just wondering-
Okay, well, the way it's to those appointments made by the city council.
Right.
But I see what you're
see
saying.
what I'm
City
saying?
council has to approve all of them anyway.
Right.
Okay, those 4
Right.
appointments
And that-
made by the president, city, is that
No,
technically?
I think it's the whole city council.
We'll just use that phrase. We'll repeat
Okay.
this phrase because I think it's fine. The way I didn't, you know. And by the way, we have not adjourned. I guess we didn't have to because we're
No,
still talking about
business.
stuff.
Yes, sir.
Okay, anything else?
No.
I will take a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, see you next time, guys.